Hey there, Scorpio. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Scorpio, we're back at it. And we're looking at the following week, right? Always reading for the week ahead. How are you, my psychic network? I hope you're well. I've got a couple of decks here. We've got the Animal Oracle and the tea leaves that we're going to use this week to get some energy for the overall energy for the week ahead. Then, of course, we'll throw some tarot at it, get you some details about what's going on. My readings are always for the week ahead. And you probably know that if you've been here before. And if you are my ride or die, thank you for doing that. Thanks for being here with your clicks, your views, your subscribes. I appreciate you. If you're brand new, welcome to whatever this is. Welcome to all the shenanigans. I hope you'll stay. There is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner if you decide to stay. Let's find out what's going on for you. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, we've got bring a gentle touch. Somebody here has got to soften themselves just a little bit. It almost feels like, it does feel like with card number 18 that I feel like you need to be gentle with yourself, Scorpio. I feel like you're just being too hard on yourself. Card number 18 is the moon card in the tarot. And so I feel like you've been really hard on yourself because of your shadow work or your shadow side. Look, we all have one. Every single sign in the zodiac has a shadow side, right? We all have a duality of the light side and the shadow side. And so I always laugh when I see posts, when people post things like, what's the worst zodiac? And I'm like, all of them if they're not healed, right? So I feel like you're in this midst of healing though, because I feel like in card number 18, in the moon energy, it makes me feel like things are not as they seem. So I think that they seem a little worse for you right now than they actually are. So it says, bring a gentle touch. And I feel like that gentle touch is supposed to be giving yourself a break. That's what it feels like. I feel like you're just being too hard on yourself here. Yeah, you see clearly now. So look, until you can see the clear picture, and you don't ever see the clear picture when you're in the moon energy. So I'm going to say that whatever's happening right now is about to change. It will change, and it will feel better. It will get better because we have card number 43. And for me, sevens are about heaven. They are about universal interference, I'm going to call it. It says, you see clearly now. We do have the owl. Owls indicate change because the owls indicate death. So usually we'll see owls after someone that we know has passed, or owls are very silent, right? Most birds, you can hear them flapping their wings as they fly, unless of course they're too high in the sky. But owls, even if they fly by you, you'll never hear an owl. You'll see it finally in the tree, but you'll never hear it. So I feel like somebody's got their crown on. I feel like your crown chakra is open. There's something that you're going to be getting downloaded from the universe. Card 43 is a 7. And there's something you're about to see clearly. But I think that right now you're being super hard on yourself because there is something here that you feel like you're missing or you don't see. We've got the moth spirit, surrender now. Look, I can't be any clearer a message than that. Look, if you want to see things clearly and get out of this moon energy, you need to surrender. What does that mean? It means just leaving it up to the universe and stop being so hard on yourself, because you're right exactly where you're supposed to be, Scorpio. I feel like I'm shaking my finger at you. That's how I kind of see Scorpio energy. That's the King of Cups energy, right? That's the energy of, look, I love you, but stop being so hard on yourself, right? Card number 39 is a 12. Look, that is your intuitive energy. That is Piscean or soul energy, right? That's intuitive energy, that's psychic energy. It says here to surrender now, and I think somebody here needs to surrender to the universe or surrender to their psychic energy. All right, let's do this. Let's get these all mixed up here. My hands are too little to hold them all, so I'm just going to take a few. Tell me what else is going on. Whoa, okay. For Scorpio, please. Tell me what else we need to know about Scorpio. Well, that one took a dive, didn't it? One more, please. Okay, well, we got 3. Guess we're taking them. I don't like to put the blessings back. You know that already if you've been here before. We've got the well. It says family wishes coming true. So it feels like there is something that's being explored at this time. So it could be your family. It could be a family of someone you know. But there's some sort of a family wish, I think. So whatever way that is that pertains to you. Family wishes coming true. It feels like something's about to be explored or get very deep, I want to say, with the well being present. It says bear, danger, especially money matters. So be careful with your money that you're not overspending, friend. It says rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. You might be sidetracked at this time. Some of you, one of you, a few of you, somebody here seems to be a little bit sidetracked with the bunny rabbit thing, making out like bunnies, right? We've got the mountain, major challenge to overcome. So I feel like, it feels like this, that you're in this energy of this, maybe you're doing shadow work or you're really noticing your darker side or your shadow side. And it feels like an insurmountable mountain that you have to climb. But I feel like you'll overcome this because you're about to get some downloads here. And then we have November. So this shadow energy could have started way back in November. I feel like if that's the case for some of you, that that you're going to get some clarity on something that is going to be showing up soon. If you've had questions about something, we should probably look down here, right? If you've had questions for something, I feel like your vibrational change, it feels like you've been trying to pull out of some old dark vibration and move into a new clearer vibration. I feel like if that's you I'm talking about, then I feel like that's about to come up soon here. I could be talking about an older man, a dealing or a relationship with an older man, or there could be someone who's older in your life. That person might have messages for you. Let's look at some tarot for you, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, if you are interested in a private read, there is a sale on right now, 10% off until the 15th of February. If you're interested in 10% off, please look in the pinned comment. There is a coupon code there. Tell me what else we need to know about the week ahead for Scorpio, please. We've got the Ace of Cups. We've got the Two of Cups. Feels like you're revisiting something here. And we've got the King of Swords. It's an idea, Scorpio, it feels like. For some of you who are looking at this, if you came here looking for relationship information, for some of you, it feels like somebody is, if this is you I'm talking about and you're the one looking for relationship information, it does feel like someone's about to speak about their feelings, about wanting to go on a new path or try again. I do see the Ace of Cups as being a brand new path in life, but I also see it as renewing our vows or renewing the love we have for each other, or let's talk about this and try again. Let's go, because whenever we do the cycle, right, we go from the Ace all the way to the Tens, and then when the Tens are done, we go back to the Ace. So it feels like somebody wants to renew their love or renew our commitment or renew the wedding vows. It could be that. If it is, I feel like it's a good idea to do that, and it's really good idea to speak about your feelings in this case. For those of you who this is not a love reading for, it does feel like there is some sort of big idea that you're about to revisit, because the Two and the Ace are 3 cups, and so it's celebratory, but it's also reunion-like, so it feels like you're being reunited with some sort of thought pattern or some sort of decision that you wanted to make in the past that wasn't clear. Probably wasn't clear because what was in front of making a clear decision about something you wanted to revisit is this energy of the moon. You weren't clear. You didn't understand. You're not really sure. Why am I here? Why am I doing this? I feel like you were about to get some clarity here, and it feels like you're about to revisit something, an idea, something you really love, or some sort of idea you had in the past, possibly, that you'll be revisiting here. Look at that. The World card is here. I kind of love that because it tells me something new is about to begin. It also tells me that you're going to accomplish this. So you will be revisiting something, some sort of plan or business plan, or some sort of, maybe some of you want to write a book. Like when the King of Swords is here, it's all about something that's factual and honest and truthful, right? It's let's get down to brass tacks here. Let's really look at things the way they are. And so I feel like somebody here is going to be revisiting an idea from back there, something that you really love. For those of you who are looking at this as a relationship reading, it feels like with the World card here that it does feel like somebody is about to say something about their feelings, and then we are to have a reunion. But I want to say the reason that we need to speak about it is because of the World card. We need to close an old chapter. So whatever the old chapter is, maybe we had a hard time with each other. Maybe you don't even know this person yet. Maybe you haven't even met the King of Swords yet. Keep that in mind, because the World card indicates there's a new beginning coming. This could be someone who's on the other end of this new beginning. This is Aries. sorry, not Aries, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini energy. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo here as well. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. Look, somebody is sitting on a money idea. It feels like somebody's sitting on a big money idea. And I think that you, Scorpio, are about to meet somebody who is going to change your mind about something. The way you've been looking at something is, I feel like you haven't been dreaming big enough. Like, I feel like you know what you want to do, you know what you want to begin, but I don't think you see the vastness of how big this is really going to get. And I feel like this person, the official person here, possibly is somebody who's about to bring in that information. And they're going to cause you to revisit a situation where you're going to be like, yeah, I don't know why I dropped it back there and I didn't do it. It might have been because you were unclear and felt like you were sort of on the ascent, like on the ascension, trying to climb the mountain, and it seemed too big. So maybe it was back in November where you just dropped it and said, you know what, I just don't have time for it. But I think something pulled you off track, and it feels like you got off track. So I want to say that there is somebody, for those of you who this is not a love reading for, that it feels like you're going to revisit some sort of really big idea that is a money idea. I'm going to say that there are butterflies around the Queen's sword. So it feels like this idea is life-changing. It feels like it is, I was saying here that there's something in your intuition, but you do have to surrender because there's transformation here, which is the owl. And now we have butterflies, which indicates that if you can close the door onto this, feeling in the dark, feeling like you're wandering around, feeling like there's no way out of it. I feel like you need to explore something, possibly with a family member for some of you. It doesn't have to be for all of you. But it feels like you need to stand up and say something about this big money idea. And I feel like when you decide that I can see how big and vast this could end up being, that's when the King of Swords arrives. This official person, this to me is a lawyer, judge, magistrate, the brainiac, right? The person who maybe makes you see things from a position that you didn't see them before. Because they're all about the facts and the details. And they're very detached when they give you the information. They're very detached. They're like, I don't really care what you do with this information, but have you ever thought of it this way? Like, this is the person who is really good at thinking things out, right? Both these people have butterflies around their head. All right, tell me about this world card, please. Feels like for somebody, there's going to be a reunion and somebody's going to speak their feelings. Look, we have soulmate energy here. If this is a love reading for you, something's about to transform here. You're about to get a clearer indication or idea of how somebody feels about you. Look, this could, both sides could be relationship and business for you, or this big idea. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Well, we'll keep that because it's the Six of Pentacles, but I wanted to use a different deck to clarify is what I want to do. Let's do that. All right, tell me about this Two of Cups and Three of Cups. Tell me about the Two of Cups and Three of Cups, please. Because it looks like there's going to be some sort of new beginning and some sort of love thing. Or for some of you, you're revisiting an old idea and it is going to be a big money idea. We do have the Four of Cups. So you've been in some sort of comfort zone, which tells me that you really haven't looked at it on a really big scale. You're like it's like you're all that you can see because you're in the dark is one step ahead of you, which is a perfect place to be when you can't really see through the dark, right? You can only take one step, then you should just take one step. I feel like it's become a comfort zone though. And I feel like you're going to be, I've got 4, 5, 7 cups. So it's been confusing, I feel. And there's about to be a cup walking through the door here. So this Ace of Cups, right, is this one here. Tell me about this. Got the Five of Swords. Yeah, that's what it is. I feel like Scorpio, if you're the one with the big idea that you kind of left back there in November or maybe sometime last year, I feel like you weren't able to dream a big enough dream. I want to say that you wanted, like you were playing it small, or you couldn't really see the vision. You couldn't really see how big it's going to be. But I feel like if you surrender that your mind is going to change, because this owl is very close to this King of Swords here. So it does feel like the Five of Swords got you. I want to say it was the intrusive thoughts. It's not going to work. Why am I wasting my time? Or maybe somebody said something to you, like, why are you wasting your time here? And it pushed you back into your comfort zone. But I feel like things are about to take off or get move quicker, or you're about to take a shot at something, I want to say, with the Eight of Wands. If this is the love reading for you, then I feel like the Four of Cups and the Five of Swords tells me the same thing about you, that I feel like you've been playing it small, staying in the comfort zone, and that you have these intrusive thoughts that this person is never going to want to listen to what I have to say about my feelings. But I feel like the Eight of Wands is telling me there is going to be communication and things are going to start moving quicker. Tell me about this King of Swords, please, for Scorpio. And look, you don't have to be a Libra, a Gemini, or Aquarius to be the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords. This is Aquarius, this is Libra, but you don't have to have these placements. Neither does the person you're dealing with. You could be dealing with someone who's incredibly smart, really good with money, or really good with business, really good with throwing out ideas at you, giving you reciprocal energy, right? Tell me about the King of Swords. Who is this? We do have the Moon. We have the Ten of Pentacles again. Look, it's repeating cards, and I feel like I'm supposed to tell you that this is somebody that you don't expect to meet. You're going to meet them somewhere that you don't expect to meet. Look, maybe you just are somewhere and you decide to sit down at the cafe for coffee because you've been shopping and you've been on your feet all day, or you've been working and you want to stop somewhere on the way home. And this could be a complete and total stranger. It could be someone that you haven't met yet, because I feel like the Moon energy is telling me things are not as they seem. It's actually a more abundant situation than you realize. Something is about to change here. We have the Seven of Cups, and I did talk about the seven, right? Because we had 4, 2 more here, and then 1 underneath, the Seven of Cups and the confusion. So it does feel like this person is going to clarify your options. I want to say the King of Swords is going to clarify your options. Now, it might be someone you just strike up conversation with. It might be an old friend that you see somewhere. I don't know if you know this person or not, but it does feel like this person is somebody who's going to be a significant player in your life showing up. If this is a love reading for you, this King of Swords is looking for long-term relationship. And I feel like this is probably, for most of you, someone you haven't met yet. But this is going to be the person who, the one that you pick through all of the options that you have. So if you're a person, and not all of you do, but if you're a person who has a lot of opportunities or options to date, go out with this one, that one, another one, I feel like this King of Swords is one in the bunch. And you'll notice this person because they're not somebody who is into idle chit chat. Everything they say means something. They're very deep. They're someone who's very smart. They're going to teach you something if you're willing to be teachable. Tell me about this big idea here. The Queen of Swords is here with the Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about this big idea. It looks like a money idea. I'm just going to say Seven of Wands, Temperance is here, and the Lovers is here. So look, it's totally your choice, right? It feels like with the Lovers here, it's completely your choice as to whether you want to stay behind your boundaries and not open yourself up to the possibilities of the moment of alchemy. It's totally up to you. When Temperance shows up, it's because something is going to happen as it should. It's fated. It's a fated meeting. It's something that snaps you right back into balance. All of a sudden you see something clearer, and it feels like it's going to be completely and totally your choice, but it does feel like you've got a big idea, Scorpio, that you don't see the full picture of, the full scale. And I think that this person, the King of Swords, they could already be in your life, or maybe someone you haven't met yet, is somebody who's going to tune you in to the big scale, and it's going to catch your intuitive energy. I think you need to surrender to learning something from the King of Swords. Look, you can be kind of stuck in your ways. You're a fixed sign, I'm a fixed sign. And that's how I know, right? You're Scorpio, I'm Taurus, right? And sometimes our minds can be a little bit closed because we don't want to be flexible with the way that they think. You might see this person as intrusive. Like, what do you know? Like, this person does know a lot of things. So I think that the Queen is here to show you that you need to be a little more flexible, because the King of Swords isn't really all that flexible. Again, fixed sign is Aquarius, right? But Libra is very fluid, right? And very flexible and ready to listen and ready to learn something. And it's not like Aquarius isn't, but it's just that this person they already know the situation. And so they're going to just give it to you in a detached way. And the Queen of Swords is going to be a little kinder with it. So if this is a love thing for you, I'm looking at the Seven of Wands, the Temperance card, and the Lovers, and it just says to me that there is a moment of alchemy coming where you're to meet your soulmate energy, somebody who's going to teach you something, someone who's going to feel make it feel like you're teaching them something as well. This is very complementary energy. I always say that these are two worthy opponents and they do sword fight really well. They teach each other things all the time. I feel like this is a soulmate energy for you. If this is a love reading, the Lovers is here and the Seven of Wands is here. I really do feel like it feels as though you need to let down your barriers just a little bit in order to let somebody in, because I feel like this is the long-term relationship, if that is, in fact, what you are looking for. We do have the Ace of Pentacles. Something's about to begin. Look, whether this is a love reading for you or whether this is the big idea, it escalates quickly. It feels like it goes from the Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. It escalates quickly and moves really fast. And I feel like because you are a fixed sign, you're not going to want to move really fast. It's going to have you up in your head. What do I do now? I don't see the big picture. I can't see it yet. Eyes are covered, right? I can't see the big picture yet, and it makes me feel a little nervous or worried. I think you just need to depend on your psychic energy, which is here. Surrender now, card number 12, right? We have the King of Cups, which is your energy, Scorpio. Also Pisces and Cancer, because this is a general reading. But I feel like, look at this. Look, you're the magician. You have the skills. You have the resources. You have the smarts. You know what you're doing. You're somebody who I feel has been learning about your psychic energy. I've met many Scorpios who just think that the word psychic means, you know, woo-woo bullshit, right? But I've met a lot of Scorpios who understand they can see around corners. I feel like you're getting clarity very soon, telling you that you are the magician, that you are a person who can manifest anything. And I think that you're about to find that out if you're unsure about that at all. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here, Scorpio. I will be back because I'm always back. Thank you so much for watching. And you guys take care. See you later. Bye.